Well, we've got a dugout full bunch of hungry and humble dogs, and luckily for us today, we just executed a couple more pitches than they did. But you can clearly see how that team went to Chapel Hill and won 2 games. It's a really good team. They took a lot of really good swings today, and Wells ran down a couple balls in center field. We were able to induce a big double play, and again, we were able to get a couple big hits when it really mattered, and that big inning in the 8th was really critical.
We'll now open up the questions for the student athletes.
Mark Garland, College Baseball Central. Cameron, can you just speak a little bit about going out there and what the game plan was to try to keep you guys in that ball game and going out there and attacking these Arizona hitters?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same as always, just going and attacking the plate and trusting what your coach calls and not making the moment too big, too much about yourself, and helping the team win.
Blake, y'all have had a lot of games this postseason where you got behind early or you were tied late in the game and have kept coming back and kept winning. What's been the secret to that kind of streak?
The pitching staff. I mean, when they give up less than 5 runs a game, we can breathe and just relax in the box, and eventually the runs will come.
Kevin, going into Sunday, I'm assuming that. Oh, player, my bad. Hey, Blake, just talk about your game a little bit and blowing that open there in the 8th inning, and just your approach after that moment. Sorry, I just came in.
Yeah. Got to a 3-1 count and was just trying to relax and stay back. I started pretty early and see a pitch down the middle, and that's why I got 3-1, and I was able to smack it.
Noah Bieniek of 11.7. Wells, question for you. The bottom of the order had a heck of a day today, going 8 for 16, 6, 7, 8, 9. 24-game win streak. Obviously, top to bottom, the lineup is very good. The 7th inning or later, 394 batting average as a team with an 1165 OPS. Do you attribute that to more good coaching, good scouting, or is that approach at the plate and mentality?
Yeah, I mean, it goes into preparation from our coaches, but I think it's just the mentality that we have in the dugout. I think, like Blake was saying, and we can trust our pitchers to keep us close in the ball game. We can relax and we can trust the process. And I don't think any of our lineup guys are getting nervous or feeling too much under pressure. We're just going up there with the same plan and same consistency, and just attacking the plan.
Aaron Fitt, D1 Baseball. Wells, you've had a knack for some big hits in this run, and I think that's something like 5 multi-hit games in your last 8. It seems like you're dialed right now, and I'm curious, what's been the key for you to kind of be playing your best baseball this time of the year?
Yeah, I mean, this is probably my last year. This is my last year of college eligibility, and I'm giving it everything I got for this team, and I got a ton of respect for my teammates and my coaches, and I think the big crowds and the loud environments are helping. I think not just me, but my teammates were locked in, and we're on a crazy win streak. We're really consistent, so I think that's helped everybody, not just me.
Jake McKeever, College Baseball Central. Cameron, a bunch of us in media were a little bit surprised that you pitched today. Was there a point that Coach told you were going to get in the game, or were you surprised at all?
Yeah, going in, I knew I was coming out of the pen after Eichhoff, and it was just about helping the team win, keeping us in the game, or closing the game, whatever I needed to do to help the team win.
This question is for all 3 you guys, or 2 of y'all can answer it. Now that you guys have won this game, you're somewhat in the driver's seat going into Sunday's winners bracket game. Just knowing that you guys have gotten an opportunity now to put yourself in that situation, just talk about going into Sunday a little bit, knowing that situation is right there in front of y'all.
Blake, if you want to take this first and then work your way down.
Yeah, I mean, first game win is huge. Kind of brings pressure off the shoulders a little bit, but we got a game plan, and we're going to stick to it.
I think it's just I think we're just going to go into it like we do every other game and have an off day tomorrow and get after it on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Blake and Cam. Our consistency is shown, and we're just going to attack the plan every day.
Any more questions for the student athletes? Guys, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll now open it up to questions for Coach.
Aaron Fitt again, Coach. Wells down there in the 9-hole. It does feel like he's kind of been that silent assassin a little bit for you guys, right? I mean, just maybe overlooked by some of the bigger name guys here, but he's been clutch for you during this run, and I'm curious if you could kind of comment on what has made him so successful, and what you saw from him when you recruited him this year, and what he's delivered for you.
Basically, besides Caden Bodine, he's the only guy in our lineup that was a Division I 300 hitter before coming into this year. He hit 300 last year at the Citadel. This guy's he's got guts. He's great under tension and stress. He lives for those moments, and you nailed it. I mean, he's had some massive hits this postseason starting the conference tournament. But I'm really proud of him because he's really worked hard and he's really bought into the Coastal way day one.
Noah Bieniek, 11.7 Coach. I'm just curious on the strategy of going Eichhoff to start the game and then Flukie coming in after him. I asked Coach Hale what was working for the two of them, and he really complimented Eichhoff on the sink that he had on his fastball and the curveball going into the lefties.
Well, the strategy was Cameron Flukie's as good as a right-handed pitcher as there is in the entire country. And to have Eichhoff lead it off, and he's more of a sinker-slider guy, and Flukie's more of a ride guy, gives you two different looks, and ultimately worked out today.
Kevin, you were here with the 2016 team that won the title on the staff, but how is it different this time being the head man and it being your second trip?
Well, the processes are the same. Responsibilities are a little bit different. Got to talk behind the mic more. Sometimes I like to just be in the weeds and look at scouting reports and go out the back door and not have to talk to anybody. So that is a little bit of an adjustment. But like I say all the time, you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. We were absolutely able to hire one of the premier staffs in the entire country, and they make me look really good.
Andrew Idell, College Baseball Central. Coach, Dean hasn't gotten an at-bats before the Fairfield game since April 27th. And talk about how he slotted into this lineup and his at-bats today.
Well, Dean was arguably one of our best offensive players at multiple times throughout this year, and unfortunately had an injury, and he's worked really hard to come back, and we discussed it at length last night as a staff, and we went with Dean today, and he really stepped up big time. I mean, especially after that first at-bat where he strikes out, bases loaded, no outs, to come back and then deliver two hits after that. That's not easy to do. And you look at Sebastian Alexander, he struck out 3 times today, and that dog mentality came through. That was a massive hit there in the 8th to get Blake Barthrow up to the box. And when Blake got that hit, we hit the trifecta. We scored first, we got the big inning, and we got the 7. Dinner reservations were made.
Coach, you have one heck of a backstop in Bodine. He ties the program record for career runners thrown out. He did that in the top of the first inning. Bottom of the first inning, he leads it off with a hit. Can you just talk about, maybe comment, how he set the tone today?
Well, I think that's being kind, one heck of a backstop. He's the best backstop in the entire country, hands down, non-negotiable, and we're really lucky to have that guy on our team the last 3 years. And like I've said, since January, I'm just upset it's only got one more year to watch it, and now I look at it, we only have a couple more weeks to watch it. That guy's going to play in the major leagues.
Hey, Coach. Peter Burnett from the Council Bluffs Nonpareil. My question was actually going to be about Sebastian and that hit, having struck out the 3 times before. But what did you just kind of see in terms of your team's composure? All those hits in the 8th inning came with 2 outs. And what did you see from him in just being able to approach and get that hit there?
Well, he had 3 strikeouts, and to their pitchers' credit, they have good stuff. As good as our offense was, there was a lot of times where we didn't do a good job of deciphering the difference between a strike and a ball. Way too many chases. And that put us in bad situations. He had 3 strikeouts today, but he just has that mentality. He's that kind of kid where he's just going to rise up to those moments. And again, we were up, but that hit was really big. And then obviously Blake's double to get us that big inning, that was the nail in the coffin.
Jake McKeever, College Baseball Central coach. There's been so many fearless moments on this run. Where do you think all this confidence on this team comes from?
It's a good question. If I had that answer, I'd be a multi-billionaire. I don't know. At the end of the day, we just try to attack our one-day plan. We keep our head down. We stay humble. We stay very hungry. And our attention to detail. We feel like our attention to detail is what separates us day in and day out.
Yeah, Kevin, you've had one of the best pitching staffs in the country for the entire season. What's been the key of developing this pitching staff, especially since it's mostly guys that have been in your program for a couple of years?
Well, listen, our pitchers are executing the pitches, but I'd be remiss if I didn't comment on our pitching coach, Matt Williams. I mean, he's an elite. There's a lot of people out there that are coaches. This guy is different. He's a teacher. He motivates. He inspires. He's demanding. He's aggressive. He's consistent. That's what separates him. And he's injected a lot of confidence into our pitching staff, and there's a reason why. That's a big reason why we have one of the premier pitching staffs in the country.
Kevin, you went obviously with Cameron and Riley today. Their pitch counts were not very high. So going back to 16, you guys had to piecemeal that group, those pitchers, all the way through to win the national championship. I'm assuming that with these guys not being up there in pitch count, that you can bring these guys back relatively quickly if need be.
That's a good offense. That they made Fluky work. I mean, he went 4 innings and threw 71 pitches. So, I mean, we're going to have to manage him a little bit. Eichhoff was only at 45. I mean, he's as efficient as anybody in the country. 4 innings, 45 pitches. So Eichhoff absolutely will be able to bounce back quick. But our focus is on the next game, and the next game is going to be Jacob Morrison.
Take one more question.
Coach, Blake, right now, the run that he's on, I mean, it seems like he's been really, again, consistently excellent for you down this whole run. Does it feel like he's where he was when he was red hot at the start of last year, or is he even better than that? And also, what was kind of the key for you to kind of bring him back to this level of performance?
Well, Blake Barthel is one of the most complete players to ever play at Coastal. I mean, if you look at his full game, power, speed, short game, defense, base running, he does it all. This guy was a walk-on that just showed up to Labor Day camp. He was number 53 red shirt, backfield. Name wasn't even circled. It's an unbelievable story. He's a worker, he's a grinder, and I'm really happy for him.
That'll conclude our press conference. Coach, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you.
Hammond Communications will post a recording of this press